on that?
This book project is something I've newly come to where I've been having an idea for a story about the need and the desire to travel in the world, and the wish to explore the world around us. And this book came out of that idea about finding the world a fascinating place and then having a search for something external and internal at the same time.
Can you describe some of the characters? Because there's a multitude of different characters which are humorous, exciting.
Yeah. Your main character is Sam himself, Sam Widges, a young boy that's going out travelling the world and has a very curious personality and inquisitive nature to himself. And there's a multitude of characters he meets along the way, including a fat man trapped in Thai traffic, and all kinds of animals and mystical creatures, fairies and goblins and all kinds of things.
Including Chinese cheese.
Yeah, that's maybe a thing I made up. It's probably I think China doesn't have much cheese in their diet, so maybe it might be a tofu or something. But
well, I've got down here a Jassy jungle buzzing with musical bees. Now I know bees are musical. I had one in my hand there only yesterday. It simply stayed there, and everybody was worried that it was stinging me, but it didn't. I don't know whether it was musical or not, but it certainly enjoyed my company. But then you got a super windy sideways city, so breezy, all the buildings got built at funny angles.
Yeah, that would be this page where there's such a windy city. Maybe, for instance, Chicago is, I think it's named the Windy City, so I was just letting my imagination play around with the idea of architecture appearing in a funny way.
Take on the Windy City.
Yeah, it's just a bit of surrealism to add something interesting to the story.
But you'd say that they were all built by mistake.
Just these sideways angles, but then they're making use of the extreme wind to make free electricity, so it's sort of an ecological message as well. As well as sort of hints about conservation as well, and the importance of nature, and referencing also things that our friend was just talking about, respecting nature and the fascination of beauty of the natural world. So.
What about the friendly French folk growing floating fish on an organic farm in a forest?
Yeah, it's one of his stops on the journey, somewhere along here, that I kind of inspired to promote the message of organic food and farming practices, because as working as an organic fruit and vegetable delivery driver for sticking just to doing art as much as possible in my life and becoming a more serious professional artist, so sort of references my own working history background as well.
Can you give me an illustration of how you came to these characters?
Well, a lot of them are based on my travels and actual people I met, and some friends of mine also feature in the book. And sometimes, I'm half Australian, so I was also learning to play didgeridoo. So I met this Aboriginal guy in Covent Garden where I was busking with him, and I thought that he's such a great character. I'd include him in the book. So
what you're saying is the clever crowd people you have actually met?
Well, maybe my dreams somewhere, yeah. So that might be more of a surreal side to the story.
So did they write the book or did you?
I think it's a bit of a collaboration.
A bit of both, collaboration.
A bit of each,
Yeah.
That's a good question. Still, maybe allowing a space for it in life. Yeah.
And the Red World Roadmap?
This will be the first page, so it's just showing all the different places that Sam went to in his journey going around the world, and for some reason the world is maybe the unusual way of having it this way up, because I was wondering, who says that North Pole is the top of the world? If the world is a sphere, who decided it's the top? You know, if you newly arrive to the world, it might be the other way up to you. So yeah, that's why it's that way around. It's just making people think.
But what I was puzzled about was readers having to guess which page relates to stopover points in the book on travels to different continents of the planet, giving young readers an insight into planet Earth. But surely that is a convolution of a different world to which we understand.
Well, it's physically the same world, but it just doesn't have any names of the places. So there'd be perhaps a conversation starter where people would talk about what it means to have boundaries, different countries, or is that maybe are in some ways illusionary. So.
Well, I've got down here, it's an adventure guide to the reader to the inner values of life that mean more than the shiny, sparkly attractions of the outside world and its 10,000 hypnotic things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm puzzled about the 10,000 hypnotic things.
I think that's a reference to Buddhism, that maybe that's reading some books that were talking about all the different things that might occupy our minds, which maybe are distractions to something that's more important that could occur within ourselves if we're not so obsessed with consumerism or all the external distractions of the world. So if we spend some time relating to our inner self, maybe that can be also a very valuable and rewarding experience.
And if this book is a journey, will it be continued in perhaps a further publication?
Yeah, also there's talk of having an animated version, which I've been working on. So there's also, there'll be a film version of it at some point, which will be interesting to work on. So.
And when will that come out? Have you got a date yet?
As soon as possible.
You're hoping?
Yeah. I've made one film version of it, which I showed it at Exploding Cinema, a film festival in London. So that's just a 10-minute version where it's just flipping through the pages, basically. But with a sort of gentle music soundtrack. So it's like a taster session for the book to be shown in public in another media rather than just as a book. So it can be a multimedia thing in itself.
And what about this little aspect? Sam achieves his realization after much soul searching in the same manner. A white feather apiece lands in slow motion on a pool of crystal clear water.
That's maybe a reference to World War II when people were peace activists in that era. They were given a feather as a presentation to maybe say that take an exception to taking part in a war was a bad thing, so they would maybe take the white feather as a symbol of peace, so that's maybe a message someone should spread in the world, so that's that reference.
So, a symbol of peace.
Yeah.
I found that all this very fascinating. I wonder if anybody would like to ask Morganico a question. No questions?
How long did you have that in your mind before you got it on paper?
I first wrote this story about 13 years ago when I was talking with my mum, and she said she had an interesting story that she had written, and we were talking about it, and I thought it'd be a great project to illustrate the story that she had written as a collaboration between my mum and myself. But she said she couldn't find the story, or she'd never finished writing it quite, so I thought, right, I'm just going to write my own story, I'm going to illustrate that, and then these are all the things that bubbled out of my mind, my subconscious, this book appeared, so that's where it all came from in the beginning.
Family encouragement.
Exactly, yeah, it's a good thing. Yeah.
So you must have a convoluted family.
Quite new age hippies, so quite an interesting bunch. My brother's quite an engineer, and we're all quite entrepreneurial at heart and creative artist types. So.
Well, I find that all fascinating. I can't wait to read the book itself, and probably read the follow-up book as well. Have you thought about it being on film?
Yeah, we have discussed that. Do you mean as an actual live actor film? That would be interesting as well. Yeah.
So you haven't really thought about it, but it's now in your mind.
It's a possible thing.
So it's quite possible you might see it. Yeah.
That'd be very nice. Yeah. No objection to that at all. That'd be great.
Yeah. Well, I certainly hope it does. Thank you very much.
Thank you.